Hey guys, what's up and welcome to another Let's Play video. Now today I've got a few things to talk about, but what I'm going to be actually doing is I was suggested by Cocktail in the comment section of the previous video that I should make a automatic sugarcane farm, and so I do plan to do that, or at least start on it in this episode. It has been suggested to me before, but I decided that now would be a fair time to start it, and I'm just going to change the volume down a little bit. Okay, that's better. Now, so firstly I'm just going to, I guess, get the supplies for it. Now, I know the water will go 8 by 8. I might as well start lining it out now. But what I wanted to talk about firstly was I've got a couple of things to add to my topic from the previous video, which was, of course, my gaming history. Actually, I might clear this out as well first, just a little bit here. I didn't mention, or should I say I forgot to mention, that I also, when I was younger, I played a lot of the old school Need for Speeds, like Need for Speed 3, Need for Speed 4, and Need for Speed Porsche. Some of the probably the lesser known games of the franchise. They sort of became bigger when they made Need for Speed Underground, which was sort of, I think, the next one after Porsche. And that's when they sort of turned away from being like quite simply a car racing game and turned into more of a sort of a almost arcade type game, and I didn't really like that so much. I also saw it especially for Need for Speed, I think it was Need for Speed Most Wanted? I think it was Need for Speed Most Wanted. I didn't really like the look of that. It didn't strike me as being particularly good. Okay, so how am I going to want this? I'm probably going to want a channel actually one wider than that. I've made little automatic sugarcane farms before, but I haven't done it for a wee while. I don't plan to make like a massive one, because that's sort of unnecessary. So I have like the sugarcane on there and on there. And I know I'm making it all out of like dirt at the moment, but I will pretty it up later on. Probably should get some sugarcane actually, to be honest. Well, I might just do the water for starters. Although, as I say, I do want to pretty it up, so I might remove this and replace it with some stone bricks or something. Something that would look nice. I also wanted to talk about just a few like updates to what's going on with my channel at the moment. If you remember in the previous Let's Play video, I did have issues with audio. It was kind of stuffing up pretty bad. It sort of cut out halfway through the video. Still not entirely sure what caused that, but some sugarcane over there, I might go grab that. But I have actually ditched my old, iron. I'll leave it. I did ditch my old recording software, and I do have new software, and this software is a lot better. I can record very easily in high definition. Right now I'm playing at about 40 frames per second, which before at this resolution, I mean, you saw I tried doing some HD videos with my old software, and it really did not work out too well. That last video I did, I mean, I know I used a 64x texture pack, which was a big mistake, but I was probably only pulling about 20 frames. Oh, of course, I need the water there first. I knew I needed water for something. Alright, so I'll just go grab some water. Luckily there's plenty of it around. And okay, so I made this too long, straight up. So I'll move these 4 blocks here. So how long is this going to be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. I might actually make it 7, so I can have a wall across here. That'd probably be quite cool. So I need 14 pistons, I'll remember that. 14. And it's starting to get a little bit darker, I think. Yes, it is. So I'm going to head back. Also, in terms of the channel, you may have noticed that I've been a little bit infrequent with videos over the last couple of weeks. Come on. And that is mostly because, well, it's actually two reasons. The first being I've had a bit of work to do for university, and that's kept me a bit busy. And also, I was on holiday a couple of weeks ago and last week, and I sort of was just relaxing and not really finding time to record. So, but because I'm back at out of that now, and in maybe a week or so, things will be a little bit less busy. Things should start getting back to normal. I'm going to try and that arrow dropped crate. Oh my goodness me, out of touch. Do arrows fly differently on multiplayer? I don't know. I don't play a lot of single player. Alright, so that's probably about it for what my channel's up to. Alright, now I need to go create some ingredients. And probably the third thing I was going to talk about, which was a topic suggested to me a while ago, actually by Subsea1000, and that was to talk about sort of funny moments that have happened in my life. And it's a very challenging topic. Is it grown already? Oh no, it hasn't. It's a challenging topic because of the fact that over the course of like my whole life, that's a lot of time, and there's probably a lot of things that you could call like funny or strange that have happened, and it's hard to narrow it down enough to put it into a single video. So what I'm going to do basically is I'm going to try and pick out the best ones, and I might feature them just whenever I think of them, because it's actually quite hard to think of this. And now I need to make pistons. Pistons. Usually need cobblestone, wood. I'm going to need more wood than that, so I'll turn those into planks. And I'll need iron. And the redstone I've got on me already. Now the thing that I wanted to mention today, the slightly strange or funny thing, depending on your... It's not even that funny really, to be honest. It's kind of just stupid. But I did that the wrong way around, didn't I? Oh, I know what I did wrong here. There's a big noob mistake. Go away, cobblestone. And then that is that way around. Okay, there we go. Man, can't even remember a piston recipe. I must be a noob. Okay. Yeah, so the thing I was going to talk about was back in, I think it was back in high school. I'm not sure what year. I think I might have been 15 or 16 years old. I'm not 100% sure, but me and my mates, quite strangely, you could say, started, well, throwing fruit, basically. Probably not the smartest thing we've ever decided to do. But basically what we did was, after eating, say, our apple or whatever, we'd throw it into the rubbish bin, but basically at the highest speed possible to make sort of the most mess. And it wasn't so bad at first, it wasn't too out of control, but it did escalate quite rapidly, and probably a couple of months later we were starting to actually bring along oh, I placed that wrong, didn't I? Yeah, I did. We started to just bring along fruit just specifically for throwing it, so we started actually wasting whole apples, and it was a big waste, and it was a lot of mess. The idea was to throw it into the bin, and if the most of it that came back out of the bin, the more successful the throw was. And that's not even the worst of it. It got worse than that. I'm going to be brutally honest. it did turn into a massive sort of, yeah, well basically we started I'm gonna put, how should I do this? Yeah, I'll keep doing that. We actually started throwing them into the walls of the buildings. Pretty stupid, and it's kind of vandalism because it sort of left stains on the side of the buildings where like the sticky fruit juices. Yeah, yeah. I'm not going to go into that too much, but it was pretty stupid. Let's put it that way. There's sort of no other way of putting that. It was just stupid. But it was quite funny at the time, for us anyway. I don't know if it'll seem that way to you, you guys watching, but it was pretty stupid and it was quite funny. And the funniest thing was that we never got really caught. So that was always fun. And what I'm doing here is I'm actually going underneath here, and this is where I'm gonna have a sort of redstone clock to make a pulsing circuit, which will then enable the pistons to push outwards sort of once every maybe 30 seconds or something, and that should be quite good. That's at least my aim anyway. And I know that sugarcane doesn't grow as fast as it used to either, which is kind of annoying, but it shouldn't be too bad. I'm not too worried. I've already got quite a lot of sugarcane really, so this farm isn't really so necessary, but I figure I might as well make it anyway. But I think I might actually leave the rest of this construction to the next episode, because I am running out of time and food apparently. I'm going to just go check if I've got more food, and then I'll end off this episode. Let's have a look. Usually food's not found in there. Yes, we've got some. Okay, that's good, but I am going to have to look for more. Actually, I suppose I've got that grain farm going on, so I should be fine. So I might harvest that in the next episode as well. So yeah, that'll about do that. So thanks for watching, guys. Feel free to leave any topics or suggestions in the comments, and I'll catch you next time.